Hello, hey, hope you're doing great. So today we're gonna be reacting to Genesis, Born in Rope. So this is a suggestion from James. Actually, this is a Patreon song suggestion, and this is the last song from the month of the protest. Yeah, this is has been a really good, month with a lot of protest songs. Well, it is five so far. And yeah, this time we're gonna do, which it seems the last song of the last progressive album from Genesis. So James here he says, "Born in Rope is about opera. The bonus song is a track from Genesis' last true progressive album, and then there were three, and this song is called Born in Rope. So then Born in Rope is about mortality and the fleeting nature of life, using the metaphor of born in rope to symbolize the limited time one has to live and create a meaningful legacy." Jeez. Written by Tony Banks, the song lyrics reflect on the transience of human life and experience, encouraging the listener to live in the present rather than being consumed by the future or the past. Oof. Man, those are deep words. Which I right now I'm living the present too. So it's a you know James, that word what you wrote there is beautiful. So I'm very excited about this. Again, this is I have done some song from this album, which actually the one that I remember is it sounds like a mafia, like the photo here. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what's going on with this. It's 7 minutes. um yeah, actually I love the meaning of the song, like the living in the present and everything that is written here. It sounds so beautiful. um so yeah, I think actually there is less than a protest, a meaningful message, right? So yeah, let's see what we're gonna see with this. So James, thank you so much. It's been a fun month. And we're gonna continue some more Genesis. And yeah, let's do it. We're recording, right? Oh, also one before I do the reaction, I just want to let you know that pretty much what's gonna happen is I watch a whole video without stopping. That's my reaction. There you're gonna see my reaction, and then after that I do an analysis and try to go as deep as I can. Right? I give you um my first views, things that caught my attention. Right? So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So let's do it. Ooh, sounds really good. Wow. Oh, that's good chromaticism. Oh wow.
Cooling sun, cooling rain, snowflake drifting on the breath of the breeze. The lightning bolt that frees the sky for you. Yet only you seem to pass on through. The words of love, the cries of hate, and the man in the moon who
Such a
seduced you and finally loosed you. You climb up on a burning road to escape the mob below, but you had
this.
The box of those who do not wish you well. You must blaze a trail of your own. Unknown, alone. But keep in mind, don't live today for tomorrow like you were immortal. The only survivors on this world of ours are the warming sun, the cooling rain, snowflake drifting on the breath of the breeze, the lightning bolt that frees the sky for you. Yet only good seem to pass on through. The words of love, the cries of hate, and the man in the moon who seduced you and finally loosed you.
Mm-hmm. This is a good song. This is great, actually. Ooh. That was such an interesting transition.
You're old and disillusioned now as you realize at last that all you have accomplished here will soon all turn to dust. You dream of a future afterlife. Well, that's maybe, I don't know. But you can't take what you left behind. You're all alone. So keep in mind, don't live today for tomorrow.
So weird.
Like you were immortal. The only survivors on this world of ours are the warming sun, the cooling rain, snowflake drifting on the breath of the breeze, the lightning bolt that frees the sky for you. Yet only good seem to pass on through. The words of love, the cries of hate, and the man in the moon.
That transition here. We go from minor to major, such a we finish with major Picardy, beautiful. Actually, I have to say this was an amazing song. Actually, this sounds like past albums. Actually, it gave me that vibe. Like, it did not. Obviously, I'm missing the 12-string guitars, right, from past albums. Something that, what is this name of the bassist used to play with Steve Hackett, right? Obviously, Steve Hackett's not here. I don't remember the name of the bassist. But I mean, there's still the essence of what Genesis for me is, and yeah, this is super progressive. A lot of modulations. There was a section where there's a transition between minor and major that it happens so like unexpected. Like it happens in a very weird way. I'm gonna show you later, right? But other than that, again, there's a lot of modulation, which is something that I appreciate a lot from Genesis. Phil Collins' voice is still really good. Obviously, I love the Tony Bank in the piano and the keyboard. Super nice, right? And I don't remember the name of the bassist. Obviously, super famous guy, right? Oh my god. But good song. This is for me. This is what Genesis is. It should be super interesting to listen to the next album to see where it just go different, because this sounds like the other albums, and again, maybe me missing the 12 string guitars and the acoustic, but other than that, it sounds Genesis like me. It sounds like it's beautiful, have a lot of interesting things. This live must be an amazing thing to listen to, because again, it moves a lot. Obviously, we had repetitions, right? There's a section where it does sound super familiar, which when we do the review later, I'm gonna show you. But other than that, I really enjoy this. I was not expecting that. Obviously, because I don't know why, because I had the wrong mentality of like, okay, it's gonna sound kind of popular, but no, it sounds very Genesis to me, and it sounds amazing. I don't know what to say. It's sweet. Some part is aggressive. It's very progressive rock for me. So this is good stuff. So now I'm gonna go to the beginning, and I'm just gonna analyze a little by little. Obviously, this is the type of song that I need to listen like 2 or 3 times to find more things. Or I'm gonna do the play and stop and talk to you about what I think, right? I mean, the introduction sounds very spatial, right? Like space. But again, it sounds very Genesis. I thought it does actually remind me a little bit of some of Steve Hackett solo stuff. Oh, we have a modulation very fast in the introduction at 6 seconds. We have another modulation higher. Intense. Just 17 seconds of the song, we have 3 modulations. This may be one. We have another modulation. We have this section is super interesting here. I think that this is the chromatic, the use of chromaticism, which it means going one semitone down little by little. Incredible. Yeah. Oh, here it's it's amazing actually. So we have that chromaticism going down, but then we have like a tension moment. But I love the jumping of the notes. For example, it sounds like classical guitar music, like Carcassi etude. And then we go more to a theme. So we have like a 50-second introduction where a lot of things happens, and like just with 50 seconds, it's just it had more than a popular song that you have listened to 3 or 4 minutes. Because again, it goes madness with modulation and again, Genesis for me is one of those bands that they know what they do when they're moving harmonically. And for me, obviously Tony Banks with this impressionism, well, with this post-romantic, late romantic influences. When I say that, it's like Rachmaninoff, all this stuff, right? So he does know how to. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm here just thinking, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. But I mean, obviously the other artists, the bassists, and probably they know too. But knowing where to go harmonically, and it's just amazing. And then late romantic, they use a lot of chromaticism, right? But yeah, there's some section that it does sound classical to me. So I want to hear that again. Here. They sound like very classical. I don't know Carcassi, what year is Carcassi? Classical romantic period. Then we go strong, right? 46 seconds. A lot of things happening. And then here we go, more rock, right? Very the Genesis. Ooh. So I'm trying to understand. It goes very major happy, right? Then we go very briefly to minor. And then we go to major, and now todavía, wait. Minor. Then we go major. Ahora here, change. What it sound very like something that I heard before. It sounds, that section over there, which it happened like 3 or 4 times, probably is the part that caught my attention. One of the part that caught my attention the most, because this sounds so familiar. It sounds like Italian actually, or I don't know where did I have heard this motif, but I'm pretty sure I heard this motif. I don't know where. I don't remember where. We have 2 voices. Phil Collins doing 2 voices, right? Obviously, 1 octave and then 1 down. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Where I have heard this motif before. So that's been interesting here too. Interesting. Beautiful. Now we have lyrical Phil Collins here singing beautiful with a beautiful stuff in the background, right? Not a lot of drum, but it's soft, right? Not too much rock, more kind of like a soft ballad here. This does remind me of Trail of the Tail. Amazing. I love now hearing the guitar in the back. Yeah, this remind me big time of Trail of the Tail, like the one that had ripples and whatever. That's remind me of that album a lot, and that, it's my favorite album. And By this time, I was already like, okay, this is just a really good song.
The box of those who do.
I love the, and again, I love the use of the guitar here because it seemed for me that I don't, no, actually, I've been listening to the guitar a lot doing the melody, but now the arpeggio is just such a soft touch to this.
I'll follow to be out of the bounds and the
Yeah.
box.
I love the arpeggio.
Those who do not wish you well, you must blaze a trail of your own. Unknown, alone, but keep
Oh,
in mind, don't
I love this. The building up, the crescendo, right? And now we had this melody. It's super romantic. Oh, man.
alone, but keep in mind, don't live today for tomorrow, like you were immortal.
Super romantic.
You survive
Very romantic. Oh, my God. I'm just falling in love with this.
on this world of ours. The warming sun, the cooling rain.
I'm gonna be honest. I cannot actually understand the lyrics. Like, I'm so into the music and the voice that the lyrics, I don't know what's happening, but it's just so beautiful, man, that I cannot process so many things at the same time. Like, for me, because obviously language is a second language, I had to like put more effort to be able to understand. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably I'm gonna be trying to understand the lyrics, but the music per se is so rich that I don't have time to process what the lyrics are amazing.
Snowflake drifting on the breath of the breeze.
Yeah, I can.
The lightning bolt that frees the sky for you. Yet only good seem to pass on through. The words of love.
Now we have the theme that it sounds like familiar, but I don't know where it is.
Who seduced you and finally loosed you.
Good stuff, man. Beautiful. Genesis. You see, yes, it sounds like the trail, and the next album, which is, I don't remember the name of the song, which is amazing too. This sounds Genesis like me, and I love it. Like, this song is pure progressive beautifulness. I love it. And again, something that I love from Genesis is that they know how to move the harmony in such a intricate and beautiful way. I love it. Crescendo here. Beautiful. Sounds like a flute. Yeah, we have like a flute. Probably that's a mellotron. Oh yeah. Ooh. You see, sound like a little. I don't want to say Italian. It just sounds like a that's very wrong. But it sounds. I don't know. It sounds like a mafia theme, or I don't want to say. That was very wrong to say Italian mafia, right? But it's just Italian music had the tarantellas and whatever, right? And it's just remind me of that type of music. You see? Oh, actually, that's the transition that I feel that there's something going on. We begin minor and somehow go to major, but you don't even realize it. So I'm gonna come back to that. That's such an interesting transition. And obviously we had the voices now. Obviously I got lost with the voices that I was not able to pay attention to what's going on here. Let's see. That. Bum 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 bum. But there, the guitar is helping to move the harmony in such a way that chromaticism does change to major. Let's hear it again. Yeah, that's such a... Bum, 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 bum. Let me hear the bass. I ba bum pa pa pa. Let me analyze that again. Bum pa 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 pa. That's the major, right? Pa 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 pa. Da pa 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 pa. Oh my god. Da 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 pa 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 pa. So fa da pa 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 pa. Ba da pa 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 pa. I think that from there it's just that we do some chromatic something that we go directly to the next thing. It's just it does modulate without giving you a head ups like, hey, we're gonna modulate. No, normally when we modulate, well, Genesis know how to modulate directly, right? They don't do like a fifth dominant, and here it's just dum bum 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 bum. That's it. Ba do. So that's the chord that make everything crazy. Anyway, yeah, and then it continue major. You just appreciate that transition. It's just magically well put. Amazing. Ooh. Oh, and then we go totally major. But again, I want to put it again because I want you to feel the minor. We are minor here. We are super minor, but it's such a way to go from minor to major without even realizing it. Ahora. Here. That's the chord. We modulate to something else too here. We went to something else harmonically too again. And then we change rhythmic and we go to something else directly from the ending of that section. Kind of crazy. So then we cannot repeat, but yeah. And that it happens again. We finish with a major Picardy, very Baroque Renaissance way. Beautiful stuff. This is just a master class of what to do with harmony in progressive rock music. Such a masterclass, masterclass and a masterwork of progressive music. Kind of incredible. Well, James, thank you so much. It was a really good song. I'm looking forward to see what I did some videos, some other, I have done reaction of other newer stuff, right? I'm guessing after this album, which still sounds really good, progressive in their own way. It still is, but this is just this is what I know Genesis for, and that's what I will die for Genesis for. Good stuff. This is really good stuff. So James, thank you so much. That was a really good selection. And let me know in the comment what you think. I would love to know your comments. Let me know if I'm wrong with something or right. Anyway, we're just sharing music. We're just enjoying music together. See you in the next one. Take care.